Hey, I'm in a family B-Day thing. Let me step out so I can explain what I'm thinking here. So we have, BTC, we talked, in my last update, I said there was a good chance we'd get to the bottom of the cloud for support, right? So we have the support at the bottom of the cloud. It held perfectly as the Stoke is reversing on the 4-hour. So if you see on the 4-hour, we get a perfect reversal right here. So we're getting a perfect reversal on the Stoke, exactly like we expected, and we're turning bullish. So that was the perfect bottom, and it held right at that Ishima dynamic support at the bottom of the cloud. So if you were to just buy in right now, it's not the absolute bottom, but, not a bad idea. So I'm going to expand my position, actually. I've already done that on the last dip. You know what? I kind of want to. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do... You can see we got a nice bull flag here, but that bullish reversal on the 4-hour Stoke, I mean, we are getting a very nice repeatable pattern here on the Stoke. Look at this. We are going to go up. I bet we are going to continue up here nicely. So I'm feeling really, really bullish here. The bottom of the cloud held perfectly. We got the bullish reversal on the 4-hour. I mean, everything about my model is holding well. So, screw it. I'll add to my position. It's not that bad. I'd like to get in at the exact bottom, but given the size of the move up, we have 4-hour and daily confluence. Yeah, I'm going to buy here. I'm going to set my SL for, I'm going to treat this different. My original trade, I didn't have an SL. It was just playing the big move. This one, I'm going to buy here, set my stop loss about a little under 4% below my entry. That way, this would be more of a short-term, lower-risk trade compared to my longer-term hold. So I'm extremely, extremely bullish now, and a lot of the alts are going to reverse. Like I said, I'm at a family thing, so I don't really have a ton of time. I just went out to my car just to do this with you really quick. But as soon as I get home, I will make some moves on alts, and I'll share some with you. Since we're at a family thing, I might not make that 9:30 appointment for our group live stream for the premium group. I said I would be able to do it like on schedule tonight at like 9:30, 9:45, but it's tough. I don't know what time we're going to get back home, so it may be a little bit later. I'm sorry. I know I said I was going to do it based on the schedule for you guys, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. Let's see. MTO, any of these are alts. All right, MTO. Extremely bullish here. Got the 4-hour bullish reversal on the Stoke. We're back to having a nice repeatable pattern on the Stoke model, so I'm pretty confident on that. Does the daily line up with Bitcoin? So the daily's about to turn south and turn bearish, but I think that's going to reverse once this 4-hour gets in play, because we're going to have a nice 10, 12, 14-hour bull run here as long as this trajectory holds on the bullish reversal on the Stoke. So I'm really, really liking that. I'm still in that trade. And then beyond that, IOTX looks really good, but that already broke out a little bit too much. Let's see if LRC is looking as good. LRC is lagging a bit behind. KSM is already going to be way pumping. My KSM trade is doing well. That was a very well placed trade. Hot ready to go. Oh, hot's ready to go. I wish I got in at the bottom with an SL below the bottom of the cloud, but that's a perfect example of my Ichimo model. The bottom of the cloud held extremely, extremely well. RVN just reversed. That's a good one. So we got the 55 EMA was really close to that bottom. So if I were to buy into RVN, I already have a decent, I've been talking about RVN for days as a longer term hold. If I were to buy it now, let me see what it looks like on the hourly model. Probably got to come back down and test. I bet, given how the hourly Stoke looks, I bet we're going to come back down and test right here. Like we'll come back down and dip and test the cloud right there. If you guys you guys know my model. For those of you in the premium for those of you who in the private Flux trading group, because I'm going to share this video publicly. I might as well do it to help some people, some regular followers. If those cheapskates would just join the group to support me, that would be awesome, and I'd be even happier to share more content with them, but it is what it is. If you guys in the group hit me up in Discord and tag me if you see anything that you think fits my model well and I would be bullish about. I like how Algo looks right here. The 4 hours not really resetting as well as I would have liked. So I might have to come back to that. Let's see. How's Quantum doing? I've been tracking Quantum lately. See, that doesn't have a full reset. I really want to find stuff with a full reset. Those are going to be the best potential plays. I do like Link here, to be honest. I might have to come back to that one. Oh, XMR, baby. She's going to run. XMR's going to run. XMR's definitely going to run. I'm getting into XMR here. Let me show you. So with XMR, let's do a long position. If I buy in right here, SL, about 4% below my entry, gets the bottom of the cloud. I'd like to put it below the bottom of that first green candle just for extra support, but it depends how the hourly looks. The hourly is pretty high, and we're probably going to dip back down. It has to go below the bottom of the cloud on the hourly, so I need to take a little bit of extra risk here, unfortunately. No way around it. I'm going to have to put my stop loss up to 5% below my entry. You know what that means. If my stop loss is going to be 5% below my entry, I'm going to have to treat it more like a longer-term hold, which means I'm still getting in, and I'm going to get a decent-sized position, but not nearly as big as I would otherwise. Because if my potential loss is 5%, I'm not putting $10,000 or $20,000 in the trade. I'm going to be putting a much smaller amount in the trade, but I may apply some leverage. I really, really like this, though. I think XMR looks extremely strong here. It's just going to have a little bit of a dip. So what I'll do here, I'm going to buy a little bit now, and then I'm going to wait. So I'm going to set my buy orders down here. I'm going to see if I can set my buy orders around 217, just under 218. If I could do that, and I can drop my average entry price a little bit lower, I could place my stop loss about 4.25% below my entry. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a little bag here, and then I'm going to set my buy orders just under 218. So about 218 to 216 in that range. And if those buy orders hit on the hourly model dipping a little bit, I will get a much lower average entry, so I could tighten up my stop loss and be in a much, much better position with a more surgically precise entry on the way up. So that's the plan. I mean, I called this XMR breakout with this inverted head and shoulders. It just dipped down one more time to that key 222, each of my dynamic support. All right, that's it for now. If I get any other trades going, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, when I get home, I'll inform the premium group. It's probably going to be a little bit later than I promised you guys. So again, I'm sorry about that, but I'm at a family thing. So if I get home a little bit later, I will... I'll probably be able to start the live stream by like 10:15. So stay tuned.